Bak, kayaknya TV oke deh. Okay, good morning and welcome all leaders. I hope you can hear me loud and clear. This is your host for today. My name is Manish and I belong from India. If you can hear me properly, my audio is audible to you. So just write yes in the chat. Just write yes in the chat. If you can hear me loud and clear, type yes. Okay, thank you so much. Thank you, all of you. So we are going to begin now, and we have been waiting for all the leaders around the world to join. So if you had invited anyone, any of your friends or your team members or your prospects or anyone whom you want to share this knowledge, so you can invite them, you can remind them that the meeting has started. Please join, and you can invite anyone, even if they haven't joined in your team right now. You can share this knowledge with them and help them learn about Bitcoin. So just invite everyone. We cannot wait further, so we can now start. Today we are going to learn about Bitcoin. What is Bitcoin? How it started? Why it started? And why we must invest in Bitcoin? What is Bitcoin halving? When it is coming? And most important, what is the wonderful, the most life-changing opportunity that we have coming to us within a few days, and how we can take the maximum benefit of that opportunity using our wonderful, amazing robot that is Royal Q. So we all are going to learn about different things about Bitcoin and how we can take consistent profits, that too using Royal Q, a wonderful strategy that we use in Bitcoin. And you will all learn about that in the coming 1 or 2 hours. So stay connected, stay in the meeting for another 90 minutes to most, you can say 22 hours, 90 to 2 hours, 90 minutes to 2 hours. We are going to share the amazing knowledge about Bitcoin and how you can make best profits in this bull run, which has already started. So let us begin now. I hope you are all ready and ready to learn. And if you want to learn, you must take your notepads, your notebook, pen and paper ready with you to take notes, because this is a very important knowledge and things you want to learn. You have to note it down. So let me share my screen now. If you are ready, let me share my screen and take you to the wonderful presentation for today. So my name is Manish and I belong from India. And we have a big team in Royal Q in India that we name as Royal Q Academy. Royal Q Academy serves a learning platform to all the people who want to learn, and they want to join our team and learn cryptocurrency trading and learn to use the Royal Q in best possible way. So we provide daily trainings to our team in India and around India. We have a big team in many countries around India, and we provide daily trainings and all other things, all other benefits like signals, like strategies to our team every day. Okay, so let us begin now, and let me share my screen now, and I will take you to the presentation for now. So I hope you can see my screen and hear me properly. So today, the topic for today is Bitcoin. What is Bitcoin? Bitcoin is a cryptocurrency. What is cryptocurrency? Cryptocurrency is a virtual currency designed to act as money and a form of payment outside the control of any one person, group, or entity. That means it is a decentralized, your own money that you have full control over it. You can use it as a virtual currency. You can use as a form of payment and outside the control of any single person or single authority. And this removes the need for any third party involvement in financial transaction. That means you don't need to involve any bank or any third party. If you make a transaction using cryptocurrency, that is only between two people. One is the sender and other is the receiver. So how it is secured when there is no authority, no control of any bank or any government or any authority? How it is safe and secure? It is even more secure due to the amazing technology that we call blockchain. Blockchain is a new kind of technology. It is a digital database that we can call as a distributed ledger. A distributed ledger that is distributed among the nodes of peer-to-peer network. That means instead of one, depending on one person or a one company or a one authority to take control and record our transactions over the ledger, we distribute it among all the people, thousands and thousands of people who come into the blockchain network. They all are individual nodes, and together they verify the same transaction over their servers around the world. So that makes it a new kind of distributed ledger system that is in so secure that we can call it hack proof method of recording transaction. It cannot be hacked because all the people around the world together they verify the same transaction. So it becomes very impossible to manipulate or to alter or any kind of edit in that system, and nobody can make a fraud or cheat someone if you are using a blockchain. So blockchain was introduced by the same day when the Bitcoin was started, and together we use this system. So the most important question that we want to know, especially the new people, they want to know, why do we need Bitcoin when we all have our local currency? I know you all are coming from different countries and different parts of the world. We all use the local currency that is issued by our banks and controlled by our government. So why do we need a new currency when we already have dollars, we already have rupees in India, we have pounds, euros, and every other currency around the world? Why do we need Bitcoin? Because over the last many years, you have been noticing one thing. We all suffer from one common problem, and that is called inflation. Inflation is the mother of all the different problems in the world today. Inflation means the value of our currency is going down and down. It is depreciating every day and every year. So the things are getting costly. The things that the lifestyle we used to live previously is getting costlier and more expensive, and we find that our income is insufficient to meet our daily lifestyle. The products and services that we use are getting expensive, and we don't have sufficient income to meet the same uh, style of living or the same basic needs to meet our daily needs. So what is the main cause of inflation? Why the money is in any country is losing its value? The main cause behind that is the endless printing of money by our banks. So whichever country you come from, the central bank, the central authority, the central bank has the freedom to print as much new currency every time they need, and to pay their debts, to pay for their expenses and bills. So this is causing an endless supply of local currency that we use. That means the currency is losing its value. So previously, the quantity of new currency that could a bank could generate or print any time was backed by some security like gold or some bonds, but now it is free from any backing, and the banks are free to print as much currency as they want. So this is causing the money to lose its value. And now if we decide to save our money, to save our income, some part of our income, for a savings for the future, and if we keep on saving that in our own currency. So for example, if you are making an income in dollars, and you are saving your income, you're saving for your future in dollars. So even if you save all your income every month, still it is losing its value, because it is depreciating in their value every day and every year. So there is no point using and saving our money in a form of asset that is losing its value. Instead, what we should focus on is we should focus on saving and investing our money, our savings, into that asset that is free from inflation. And that is why the need arises for a new form of money that is free from inflation, and that we see in Bitcoin. Bitcoin doesn't needs any central authority or control of our banks. It is a permissionless banking, and the most important thing about Bitcoin is it scarce in total quantity. It has a scarcity through design. When it was launched in 15 years before, it was declared on the same day that the total number of Bitcoin that will be generated will always remain 21 million Bitcoin. So that is the total supply of Bitcoin. 21 million Bitcoin will ever be generated, even if the demand goes up every day. and all the people around the world, they want to own Bitcoin. Still, the total supply available is 21 million. So just imagine investing into an asset that has a limited supply, that is scarce through design. So this makes it free from inflation, and you are investing your money into an asset that is growing in price every day. So this was the main reason why we need Bitcoin. So when we are talking about cryptocurrency, we all want to know what are the different ways how you can make money from crypto. So there are many ways, but the most important, most common and popular ways in crypto industry are these four different kinds of ways that you can make money. This is called a crypto quadrant. And the first way and the first way which started with the birth of Bitcoin was through mining. Mining is a technical process by which you validate the transaction over different many servers that you have in your mining plant, and then you validate the transactions over blockchain, and also solve some complex mathematical puzzles that takes a lot of time. And after that, if you are the first one, you earn a mining reward. So mining reward is a block reward that is given to the person who solves the mathematical puzzles in mining, and they receive the block reward as a part, as a certain number of currency, certain number of crypto asset that he is mining. So this was the first way by which earning in Bitcoin started, from the day it started. And the second way, people started realizing that this is a inflation free asset, and they can also invest your money and save it in form of this wonderful asset. So they started holding it for the future. Holding means that you are buying any crypto and holding it for a long term to gain the growth in the prices over the long period of time, and in this way you are appreciating your savings. Holding was the second way, but after that, many people started searching for new ways, and the exchanges on there by which they were keeping their assets and buying and holding their assets, they also offered some staking reward. Staking means that you are locking your assets over the blockchain, and that asset can be used by the exchange on the blockchain for their own use for a certain period of fixed time. You can think about like opening an fixed deposit account in a bank. In the same way, you can open a staking account in any exchange, and you will get some fixed rewards as an interest. And this was the third way to make money. But the most profitable way and the most popular way to make money in crypto is still called trading. Trading is buying low and selling high. Anything that you want to trade, you can buy when the price is at low and sell it when the price goes up. In this way, you can make quick money and quick returns over trading exchanges, and this is the best way and the most profitable way to make money from crypto. And why we are talking about trading? Because we are trading in royal queue using the artificial intelligence technology that is used by our royal queue robot for trading on our behalf 24 by 7 in our exchanges in royal queue. So this is the best way to make money in cryptocurrency, and that is through trading. But one more thing that you must be aware about Bitcoin is the most important event that comes in every 4 years in Bitcoin. That is called Bitcoin halving. What is Bitcoin halving? Bitcoin halving is an event when the reward for mining Bitcoin transaction is cut to half. That means, like I told you before, that when you mine certain crypto or Bitcoin, you get a reward. And every time this halving happens, this mining reward, this block reward that is given to the miner, is cut to half. And this is how we control the total supply of Bitcoin. And if you take a look at this slide, these are all the halvings that are that have happened and are coming in the future. So it started in the year 2009 by the birth of Bitcoin, and after that, after 4 years, the first halving happened in 2012. So before that, the block reward that people used to earn who were mining Bitcoin was 50 Bitcoin. You can see here, you can zoom it in your screen. The first 4 years, people used to earn a block reward of 50 Bitcoin every time they mine Bitcoin. After that, in 2012, the first Bitcoin halving happened, and this reward was cut to half, and now people started earning 25 Bitcoin every time they earn this reward. So this continued for another 4 years from 2012 to 2016. And in 2016, the second halving came, and this reward was again cut to half from 25 Bitcoin to 12.5 Bitcoin. After that, we saw the last halving, which occurred in 2020. 2020 was the third halving, which reduced this reward again by half by to 6.25 Bitcoin. So today we are, if you are into mining, you can earn a reward, a block reward that is 6.25 Bitcoin every time you you are getting this reward for mining Bitcoin. But many many people know that only few days are remaining, and the fourth halving is approaching, because you can see in every 4 years this halving is repeated, and the fourth halving is very near, and that is in 2024, and we are already in third month of 2024. And the good news for all of you is only few days are remaining, because the halving, the next halving, which is going to happen in April 2024, the next month is the halving month of Bitcoin. And after that, this mining reward, which is presently at 6.25 Bitcoin, will be again cut to half and will be reduced to 3.125 Bitcoin for the coming 4 years. And this is going to continue in all these years. These are almost more than 100 years. So this is going to continue for another 100 or more than 100 years, till this reward reducing half every time in every 4 years is reduced to zero. So this will happen in the year 2136. By then, the reward for mining Bitcoin will remain to zero. And after that, no more Bitcoin mining will be done. No more new Bitcoins will be generated. And this is how they limit the total supply of Bitcoin to 21 million Bitcoin. So this is a pre-defined procedure. Nobody can alter this. Nobody can edit this. And this is going to continue with or without any control. So this is how these things happen. But why we are waiting? Why all the people around the world, all the investors in Bitcoin and cryptocurrency industry, why all the people wait eagerly to for the next halving? We have been waiting for at least 3 years from since we started in Royal Q for this halvings to come, and this is just around the corner, and we are just few days away from the next halving. So why do we wait for this halving? Why all this halving is important? You can understand if you study the history of Bitcoin. So let me take you to an amazing journey of Bitcoin. You can make your screen full screen and rotate your phone on a horizontal way. And this way, let us now understand the journey of Bitcoin from the day it started, and we are here now in the year 2024. So let me help you learn some important things about Bitcoin. This is the complete journey of Bitcoin, and this chart is the most important chart in the history of any cryptocurrency, because all the people, no matter which place they are coming from or which crypto asset they want to invest in, they all follow this Bitcoin stock to flow chart. This shows the journey of Bitcoin from the day it started. It started in the year 2009, And we are here now. We are in almost near 2024 halving. So these are the years. If you can see, this axis is showing the years, and this axis is showing the prices that is moving up every time. So these are the prices, and you can also see these are the blue dotted lines in between, and the distance between each one is only 4 years. You can see the distance is equal, and that is 4 years of distance between these lines. And what are these lines showing? These lines are showing the most important event, that is Bitcoin halving. So this was the first halving in 2012, and the second halving happened in 2016, the 4 years after that. The third halving happened in 2020, and we are near the fourth halving, which is going to happen in next month. So, why we take so much time to study about this Bitcoin halving? If you can look here, if you can understand the pattern that is made in the history of Bitcoin before and after halving, every time before and after halving, you can see 1 year before the halving, the price is at the lowest. 1 year before the halving, price is at the lowest. And 1 year after the halving, the price goes to a highest price, right? If I take you from the starting, this was the starting year in 2009. And for the first few years, the price of Bitcoin was even less than $1. If you can believe it, it is hard to believe that Bitcoin was in initial years, it was even less than $1. It was around $0.01 per Bitcoin when it was started. And now, what is the price of Bitcoin? Can anybody tell? The price of Bitcoin is currently ranging at $70,000. $70,000. So this is the growth of Bitcoin in just 15 years. I'm not talking about 100 years or 150 years. This is just the growth in last 15 years. If you had purchased Bitcoin at $1 or even less than $1, your wealth would now be this much, $70,000. This is the price of one Bitcoin. So this was the growth in Bitcoin in last 15 years. But every year, the prices are coming down and going up. So what is the pattern that Bitcoin is following? You can see here in the first era, we have divided this into four equal eras. And you can see the first era that we called as a pioneers era. In this era, only the new people, new innovators who were interested into mining Bitcoin, they started to mine Bitcoin and hold it for future. And this caused the rise in price, which was even less than $1 when it was started, to a highest price of $15 per Bitcoin. The highest price in the first era recorded was around $15 per Bitcoin. But this was incredible for all those people who had started buying or mining Bitcoin when it was less than $1. So this was the highest price recorded in the first era, and after that, price was started to go down, and soon we saw the first halving happen in 2012. The effect of this halving is so incredible, so immense, that the prices which were coming down started to go up, and this touched a new all-time high. If someone has unmuted their mic, I will request to please mute your mic. If the co-host is listening to me, please help them unmute the mic so that we are not disturbed in the meeting. So, what we are talking about, after this halving, after the first halving, Bitcoin created a new all-time high. The previous all-time high price was $15, and this time in the second era, after the first halving, the second era started, and this era is called speculators era. And this time the price grew up to $1,000 per Bitcoin. From $15, it raised up to $1,000 per Bitcoin. This was the second all-time high created, and this was much higher than the all the previous prices. Again, prices started to go down till it reached the second halving phase. The second halving happened in 2016, and again the market, which was going down, started to go up. This we call as bull run. Every time Bitcoin halving happens, we see a 1 to 2 years of bull run, and this took the price to a new height. And this time, the all-time high recorded in this era, which was called retail traders era, was $12,000 per Bitcoin. Can you imagine? A Bitcoin which was started from less than $1 and touched $15 price in the first era and $1,000 price, the highest price in the second era. It was now trading at $12,000 per Bitcoin. But this is not the end. Again, prices started to go down, and we saw the third halving, the last halving, which we saw in 2020. 2020 halving now again took the market into another bull run, and this time the Bitcoin price was at the highest price of $69,000. $69,000 was the highest price in the previous bull run. And this was the highest price till date, till few days before. Because few weeks before, this price was broken. This previous all-time high was broken, and Bitcoin crossed this all-time high of $69,000 and reached to a new all-time high, which was at $73,000. $73,000 is now the new all-time high. And this time it happened even before the halving has happened, even before the fourth halving, which is now few days left for the next halving in 2024 April. So even before the next halving, the prices has already crossed the previous all-time high. What can be the next all-time high, which is usually created 1 year after the halving? It is up to your imagination how high this price can go, how high the next bull run will take the price of Bitcoin. Some people say it can go to $100,000. Some people say it can go to $3,000, $1,000. Some people even say that Bitcoin can touch this price of $1 million, $1 million per Bitcoin. So it is up to your imagination about your prediction, but I will also share with you what the most experts in the world are saying about this Bitcoin new all-time high, this bull run price of Bitcoin, what the most experts are saying. So why we study this Bitcoin stock to flow chart is to understand the journey of Bitcoin, and the most important thing, what is the effect of this halving. Every time this halving happens, we see a new bull run is started, and every time after this halving, we see a new all-time high price of Bitcoin is created. And you can see, if you connect these dots, it is not coming down. Every time the highest price is higher than all the previous all-time high. Every time Bitcoin forms a all-time high, a new all-time high, and it is even higher than all the previous all-time high. So this is the most important thing about Bitcoin halving. It has the power to take the market to a new bull run and take the price of Bitcoin to a new record all-time high. So what we can take advantage of this Bitcoin halving? We can understand this pattern, this analysis of this chart, and we can decide what is the best time to buy Bitcoin and what is the best time to sell Bitcoin and take the maximum advantage of this bull run. If I tell you about the facts, these are the figures you can see. This was the first halving which happened in 2012. At the time of this halving, before this halving, Bitcoin price was at $182. And after 1 year, 1 year after the first halving, the price of Bitcoin was at $510. This was the second halving, which happened in 2016. At the time of 2016 halving, the second halving, Bitcoin price was at $661. 1 year after, 1 year after the second halving, Bitcoin was trading at $2,600. Can you see the difference, the proportion of growth? This happened again after the third halving, which was the last halving. In 2020, Bitcoin price was at $8,600, but 1 year later, price was trading at $58,000. And in a few days, it touched 69,000. That was the previous all-time high. So if you understand this proportion of growth before and after every halving, if you can understand as think as a trader or as an investor, you can understand what is the effect of this halving and what is the price of Bitcoin today. What is the price of Bitcoin today? We are just 26 days before the next halving. Even less than 1 month is remaining. We are 26 days before the next halving. Any day in April, the next halving is going to happen. And the price at the time of this halving, in today, we see that it is around $70,000 per Bitcoin. So if this is the price of Bitcoin today, and it is $70,000, what can be the new all-time high that can be 1 year later from today? That is up to you how you predict about Bitcoin. So what is the best way to make money from this halving? What is the best way to make money from Bitcoin halving? If we understand this pattern, this halving, every time it happens, it gives you a life changing opportunity. It gives you a life changing, and you don't want to miss this halving, because if you miss this time, you have to wait for another 4 years. And after 4 years, it may be unaffordable. Even it can be unaffordable for everyone to buy Bitcoin, because every time we see that Bitcoin is adding a few zeros in the number. So this is the what is the best time to enter into the market, and what is the best time to take the advantage of this halving? The best time to enter into the market and buy Bitcoin is 1 year before the halving. This was given to you 1 year before the first halving, when the price was at the bottom. 1 year before the halving is the best time to enter into market, buy Bitcoin, accumulate it, hold it for 1 year. And after the halving, we see 1 year after the halving, Bitcoin touches a new all-time high. Again, market comes down 1 year before the second halving. This was the second time you could have bought and accumulated Bitcoin. But most of us miss this 3 times before. Most of us, including me, or maybe most of you, we missed this opportunity 3 times before. Every time the halving, 1 year before the halving, price is at the lowest, and 1 year after the halving, price is at the top. So if you miss this 3 times before, don't miss this fourth time, because this could be your last time to buy Bitcoin below $100,000. This could be your once in a lifetime opportunity. After this time, maybe you don't see Bitcoin available at below $100,000 price. Because today, if you haven't started accumulating 1 year before, it is the best time. Best time to accumulate Bitcoin was 1 year before. If you had started in 2022 or 23, that was the best time to buy Bitcoin. But if you are late, don't be late now. Don't be late, because still Bitcoin has just started a bull run. It was available at a mere uh, $30,000 to $40,000 few months before. It was available at $30,000 to $40,000 few months ago, and it was available at around $50,000 few weeks before. Even I remember previous session I was doing in this on this Wednesday in previous month. I was talking about Bitcoin, and that time the price was around $50,000 to $52,000. Now the price today is $70,000. So we are already late, but don't be late, because late is better than never. Late is better than never. Even if you start today, you can understand this trend of Bitcoin and take a maximum benefit from this halving event. What is the trend of Bitcoin? If you understand about this chart, Bitcoin is giving you a clear trend, and we call this a 4-year cycle. This is called a 4-year cycle of Bitcoin. And why we call it 4 years? Now you know, because 4 years is the time of every halving. So this, out of these 4 years, what we have observed in the history, Bitcoin is always giving you 3 years of up market followed by 1 year of down market. You can see 3 years of up market is followed by 1 year of down market. And what is this down market? This down market is an opportunity of a life to buy Bitcoin at the lowest price. For some people, this may be a market, a bear market. This may be a bad time to invest in Bitcoin. But for the expert traders, for the expert who know this knowledge, they know this is the best time to buy Bitcoin when it is available at the lowest price. 1 year of down market is again followed by 3 years of up market. You can see from 2015 to 2017, we saw 3 years of up market. Again, 1 year of down market in 2018, and then 3 years of up market from 2019 to 2021. 2021. These were the 3 years of up market. Again, we saw 1 year of down market in 2022. So this repeats itself. This history of trend of Bitcoin repeats itself in every 4 years. This is a 4-year cycle of Bitcoin. Even if you believe it or not, it is going to happen. Even if you believe it, even if you understand it or not, it is going to happen in this way only. Only those people who understand this 4-year cycle will take the maximum benefit from the market. We saw 1 year of down market in the previous bear market in 2022, and now we see from 2023 market has been up. Now we are again in 2024, and what is coming in 2024 and 2025, these are the two most profitable years of your life. So if you haven't started in 2022 or 2023, this is the best time to start. Don't miss this opportunity, because this has the potential and power to change your financial condition. Many people will change their financial condition in this halving, and many people will just stay waiting, and they will lose this opportunity, and they will regret for the lifetime. So in our if you are in Royal Q, if you are in Crypto Ambassadors team, if you are in from our team, you are not missing this, because you have all the knowledge now. So when is the best time to buy Bitcoin? When all these 4 factors are in our favor. When the adoption is low, when the price is at low, when major updates are happening, and when we are before each halving events. All these 4 factors are now in our favor. The price is still low, it is still low, and the adoption is still low, and major updates are happening, and we are just few days before the next halving. So let us now compare. If you had invested $10,000 12 years ago in any of these big giant companies, what could be your return on investment? I will request someone whose mic is unmuted. Could you please mute your mic? Could you please mute your mic? Someone has his mic unmuted. So please let me help you. So please don't unmute between the uh, between the session so that we don't get disturbed. So let us continue. And we were talking about the return on our investment. If we had invested $10,000 12 years ago in any of these companies, how much wealth you would have now today? If you had invested $10,000 in Apple company, your $10,000 would have become $109,000. If you had invested the same $10,000 in Netflix, your $10,000 would have become $112,000. If you had invested the $10,000 12 years ago in Nvidia, you could have now have a wealth of $286,000. And if you had invested in Tesla, you could have now gained to $720,000. But the same $10,000, if you could have invested in Bitcoin 12 years ago, you would now be an owner of $653 million in wealth. Your wealth would have been 653 million. So now, if you have this knowledge, if you had this knowledge 12 years ago, where would you have invested? I can ask all of you, if you had this knowledge before, 12 years before, where would you have invested? Would you invested in Apple or Netflix or Nvidia or Tesla, or you could have invested in Bitcoin? That is why we call Bitcoin as the best performing asset of the last decade. No other asset, no other company, no other investment option even comes close to this kind of return on investment. No other is beyond, is Bitcoin is beyond comparison. No other asset in the world can come close to this kind of return on investment. So if you had not started accumulating Bitcoin, if you have not started buying Bitcoin, start today, because this is the last chance for you to buy and start accumulating Bitcoin for the next halving, because after that, things would be unaffordable. So if you have now decided that I want to buy Bitcoin, I want to invest in Bitcoin because Bitcoin is the best performing asset, and this is the best time to buy Bitcoin because we are just few days before the next halving, and the next 1 year could take your wealth to an incredible return. You can start today, but most people now even fear to invest in Bitcoin because they see that the price of Bitcoin today is $70,000. How can I start investing in Bitcoin? I don't have $70,000 to invest. You don't need to worry, because you don't need to buy one full Bitcoin. Bitcoin is so affordable that it can be divided into 100 million small pieces. One Bitcoin can be divided into the smallest unit of Bitcoin that we call Satoshi. Satoshi is by the name of the founder of Bitcoin. So the smallest unit that is available in Bitcoin is equivalent to Satoshi. And when you break one Bitcoin, you can have 100 million Satoshi. So even if you have just small capital, suppose you want to buy Bitcoin, but you have a small capital of $100 or $200, even someone can buy a small amount of Satoshi with just $10 in their account. Even with $10, you can buy some Satoshis because it is affordable for all of us. So what are some facts, important facts? Let me share with you. Then we will I will take you to the next part of today's session, and now then we are going to learn how we can use Royal Q and what is the best strategy today to trade in Bitcoin in this bull run. So the fact is only 4.5% of the global population is invested in crypto. You are still early. We are just 5%, less than 5% of the world's population, and the price has gone up to $70,000, from $1 to $70,000. We are just 5% of the world's population who is invested into crypto. You can imagine what can happen when 5% grows to 50% of the world's population. What can happen when 50% of the world's population they want to buy Bitcoin and invest in crypto? This can take to a new heights. This can take to a new heights. Let me share with you some big statements by some of the best experts in the world. These are the billionaires who have invested millions and billions of dollars in Bitcoin and crypto, and these are the most experts in the world that all people believe. According to Coinbase CEO Brian Armstrong, he says that crypto users will reach 2 to 3 billion in the next 10 years. Another statement by Michael Saylor. He is one of the biggest investor in Bitcoin, and he's the CEO of MicroStrategy. He says that Bitcoin industry will grow 100 times in the next decade with mainstream institutional adoption. What he's talking about is the mainstream institutions that are coming to buy Bitcoin. And the biggest of all of them, the largest asset management firm in the world, and it is called BlackRock. BlackRock is the world's largest asset management firm. They are around $10 trillion of turnover, and they have already filed for Bitcoin ETF, and their ETF, along with other 10 or 11 ETFs, have been approved, and they have started buying Bitcoin every day from that. In this January, this ETF was approved, and BlackRock is buying Bitcoin. What they want to do, they want to acquire each and every Bitcoin that is available on this planet. They want to buy your Bitcoin, our Bitcoin, and every Bitcoin available in the market. Following them, Fidelity also filed for Bitcoin ETF, and many others like asset managers like Invesco, Valkyrie, and even Franklin Templeton. These are some of them who had approved their ETF, and all these ETFs have been approved in this January, in the starting of this 2024. So this year is so important in the history of cryptocurrency, in the history of Bitcoin, because two major updates have happened. One has already happened, and other is going to happen in a few days. So what can happen if all these four the biggest and asset manager firms, what can happen if these four just decide to invest only 4% of their wealth, of their turnover, to buy Bitcoin? I am talking about just 4%. If these four companies, they decide to invest their 4% to buy Bitcoin, they have the power and potential to buy each and every Bitcoin available on this planet, because they are so big that 27 trillions are coming to buy Bitcoin. Bitcoin is still around $1 trillion of market cap. Bitcoin is just $1 trillion in size, and $27 trillion are coming to buy Bitcoin. This can be the main cause of incredible and immense bull run this time. This time, the Bitcoin halving could be the most powerful Bitcoin halving, because all the things are in our favor. Let us now see what are the big statements by all the big experts around the world. He is the CEO of BlackRock, and he has a $9 trillion of fund invested into many assets, they are now investing into Bitcoin. CEO predicts that BlackRock CEO predicts that cryptocurrencies will surpass traditional currencies worldwide. He's saying that Bitcoin is the next most powerful cryptocurrency. Bitcoin could pass $200,000. This is a statement by Fundstrat. They say that Bitcoin is going to be $200,000 very soon, as institutions like BlackRock are moving in. According to a statement by the world famous Standard Chartered Bank, it is among the most prestigious banks, and they say that Bitcoin price by 2024 can reach $120,000. They are talking about this year only. Before the end of 2024, Bitcoin prices can touch $120,000. Today, it is already crossed $70,000. Bitcoin can hit 10 trillion market cap, says investors Dan Tapiero. Another statement by VC Tim Draper, he says that Bitcoin prices can touch $250,000 by next year, 2025. Next year, Bitcoin prices can go as high as $250,000. It is available at 70,000 right now. This is just 1 year of your investment. According to who knows him, he is the world famous author of Rich Dad Poor Dad book. All the people around the world, they follow him, and he is the author of bestseller book of all time, the bestseller of financial book of all time, Rich Dad Poor Dad. His name is Robert Kiyosaki. He is also a big believer and investor into Bitcoin. He has a lot of Bitcoin, and he says that US dollar is going to die because Bitcoin is going to $120,000 next year. This was a statement made by him in the 2023. So he's talking about 2024. This year, he says that Bitcoin is going to touch $120,000. And another statement by the same author, Rich Dad author Robert Kiyosaki, predicts that Bitcoin will be at $500,000 by 2025. These people are biggest experts around the world. They are not joking. They are not giving false statements. They are very much serious, and you have to follow them. You have to follow them if you want to change your life. According to a Blockstream CEO, Adam Back, Bitcoin might reach 10 million price in next 9 years. He's talking about next 9 years. Bitcoin can go as high as $10 million. According to statement by Kathy Woods, she is the owner of Arkwood Investors, and they have already approved their Bitcoin ETF. She says that Bitcoin price targets by 2030 is $1.4 million. $1.4 million. And she even says that even if the market goes down, it cannot go beyond this price. This is the lowest price. Lowest price can be $258,000 by 2030. So if you are waiting for the price to go down, and you say that the price is at $70,000 today, and you are waiting it to go down to back to $30,000, you will be waiting for your life, because the lowest price, she says, could be $258,000. That could be the lowest price available. So this is the most important year of Bitcoin, because all the major updates are happening. From the starting of 2024 January, we saw that Bitcoin ETFs have been approved, and all the big institutions have started buying Bitcoin. That was the main reason why Bitcoin even broke its previous all-time high of $69,000 even before the halving could happen. And the April month is the halving month. That is just few days from now. June is the month when another ETF of Ethereum could be approved, and September is the time for US election. That is generally the starting of the bull run. And some more facts about crypto. The total market cap of crypto industry is now $2 trillion. $2 trillion is the total market cap. And the latest statement by Rich Dad author is Robert Kiyosaki. They said that this is the $100,000 price, and the month is June 2024. He says that by the month of June this year, Bitcoin can go to $100,000. So this is already started, and all these factors and all these facts, all these data, they are all telling you the same language, that this is the best time to invest in Bitcoin, as Bitcoin is growing faster than every bank and every financial company in the history. So I hope you are excited now to see the growth of Bitcoin, and you saw what the big experts around the world, what they predict about the price of Bitcoin this year in the halving, and the next year that can be the highest price of Bitcoin. So even if you haven't started before, this is the last chance for all of you to start today, before it gets late, before it gets out of your reach. So start today. If you are excited to learn the next part, when I am going to share with you a wonderful strategy that we can use in Royal Q to trade on a fully automatic way, on a fully auto mode, how we can use Royal Q for fully automated way to trade for us along the bull run. If you are excited, type excited in the chat, and I will take you to the next part, to Royal Q, to share with you that wonderful strategy. Yes, someone is saying how I can invest in Bitcoin if you cannot afford 70,000. I have already answered about that. You can even start with $10 of investment. You can even start with $100, or whatever is the size of your investment. How much you can afford, you can start with. I will tell you a strategy that you can start even with $100. I will tell you a strategy, and you can even start this strategy from today. If you have just $100, $100, if you have Royal Q, you are ready to start. If you are excited and you want to learn the strategy, type excited, and I will take you to the next part of today's session. Who all are excited? Let me know. Who all are excited? Do you want to learn the strategy that can change your life, and that can give you the best way to trade on Bitcoin using Royal Q? So if you don't have a Royal Q till now, the first advice I want to give you is start today. Start today, because every day you are losing a lot of profit. You are missing a lot of profit. Start today if you can, because Royal Q is the best way to make money from crypto. And even if you don't have any knowledge, even if you don't have any experience in cryptocurrency or even in trading, this is the best way to start in Royal Q in crypto industry, because Royal Q is 100% safe and secure. It does not take your money. Your capital remains in your own account in Binance or any other exchange. It doesn't has any control to withdraw your asset, and even it cannot give you any loss. If you don't want to make a loss, you want to earn only and only profit, Royal Q is here for you. So if you have Royal Q, let me take you to Royal Q now. You have a Royal Q, just take out your notepads. Now we are going to learn the strategy for bull run, the Bitcoin cycle strategy. The Bitcoin cycle strategy. So this is Royal Q's homepage, and let me take you to Bitcoin. Yes, Bitcoin is just around $70,000 right now. And if I take you to a 1 month chart, you can see this was the previous all-time high, which Bitcoin has already broken. This was the previous all-time high. This was $69,000, and Bitcoin has touched this price of $73,777. So even before the halving, it has already started and crossed the previous all-time high. And this bull run has started, and it is not stopping now. It is not stopping till another 1 year or even more. So whatever the price of Bitcoin today, whatever is the price for Bitcoin, whatever is the price, this is the price of Bitcoin today. And whatever is your target, say your target is $1 million. Someone may say, my target is $100,000. $100,000. Whatever is your target, that you have to decide how much is my goal. How much price of Bitcoin is my goal. Suppose you have a target, you have a goal of $100,000. You want to start today at $69,000 or $70,000. You want to trade Bitcoin till this price, $100,000. This is the least expected price of Bitcoin that can go in this year, 2024. So there are two ways how you can trade. The first way is, please unmute, and anybody's speaking, please unmute so that we don't get disturbed. Please mute yourself. Anyone has unmuted. So what we are talking about? What we are talking about? Someone is not listening.
Oh, sorry.
Okay, can you please mute all the people who have not muted themselves? Let me help you so that you don't disturb anyone in the meeting. People are learning here, so please understand. Okay, so what we were talking, you have to decide how much you want to achieve. Suppose someone says, I want to achieve a $100,000 price. I want to achieve $100,000 price. I want to achieve $100,000 price. I want to buy here and sell here. Right? That is simple. I want to buy today and sell at $100,000. That is the first way. You can start today and buy Bitcoin today and wait for another few months or even 1 year. When Bitcoin touches the $100,000 price, you can buy and hold for a long period of time. But you won't be earning from the fluctuations it makes every day. Can you see? If I take you to 1 day chart, these are the fluctuations that you will be missing the profits that you can make every day. If I take you to 4 hours, you can see the market is constantly going up and down. Every hour of the day, market is going down and coming up, right? So if you just buy today from this price, if you buy and you want to sell at this price, you have to wait for a long period of time. What we can do in a better way to earn better returns, we can give a strategy, a fully automated strategy to Royal Q, that every time market goes down, you can buy, and every time it touches a new high, you can sell here. You can sell when the price is at the highest, you can buy when the price is at the lowest. Again, market goes down, buy here, and again market goes up, sell here. Again, market goes down, buy here. Again, market goes up, sell here. So this can be automated using Royal Q. You cannot do it manually because you cannot sit all day and all night in the market. You cannot sit online in the market all day and all night, 24 hours a day. But Royal Q can do it for you because it is working for you. It is trading for you 24/7. 24/7, it is fully automated working for you. So how you can achieve this goal and make these profits every time the market goes down and comes up. The goal remains the same. That is $100,000 mark. The goal remains the same. You can start buying here, but you are going to use a strategy that is available for you, and Royal Q will trade on this strategy every time. It will buy for you and again sell for you. Again it will buy, again it will sell. It will keep on buying and selling and give you daily profits. It will give you daily profits every time and even every hour. It will keep on trading for you. It will keep on buying and selling for you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and 365 days a year without taking a break. How we can use this strategy? Let me take you to the strategy now. This is my strategy, and these are some of my favorite strategies that I have designed and saved it in my Royal Queue. You can also go to your Royal Queue in my strategy settings and just save this strategy in your Royal Queue. You can use this strategies for your trading. So what I have done, I have saved a BTC cycle strategy. Let me take you to this strategy. So you can note it down, all the parameters, or you can take a screenshot and then go to your Royal Queue and save these settings later. What you are going to do, this is Bitcoin cycle strategy. So let me give you all the parameters firstly, then I will explain how it will work. So just write it down, all the things. First buy-in amount can be minimum of 15 USDT. The first buy should be minimum 15. You can increase it according to your capital. So how we can calculate? First of all, let us understand how we calculate our first buy. How we calculate? It depends on your capital. What is your capital that you have to decide? Everybody has different capital. Some people, some person may have $1,000. Some person may have $200. Some person may say that I want to trade with $5,000 or even less. So whatever is your capital, you have to decide how much capital, out of that capital, how much capital you want to use on this strategy, BTC cycle strategy. Because we are already sending you signals every day. We send you 5 to 6 signals. For trading on our signals, you require some capital. And after that, if you have some surplus capital, after you have traded on our signals, what you can do, you can decide that out of that capital, I want to use this portion of my capital for this BTC cycle strategy. So suppose someone says that I want to use $1,000. I have a total capital. I have a total capital of $1,000. Someone may say, out of that $1,000, I want to use for signals also, for signals, and some portion I want to use for this BTC cycle strategy. So suppose someone says, I want to use around $600 here and $400 here. This is my calculation. Your can be different. Suppose someone say, I want to use $600 for signal and $400 for BTC cycle strategy. Or say someone say, I want to use $700 here or $300 here. Okay. So just take an example. $300 I want to use out of my 1,000 total capital. I want to use $300 for this strategy. Remaining, I will keep on trading on the signals that we said. Okay. So $300 is your capital now. So if you want to trade on $300, what you can do, you can decide how many coins I want to open. This is not even only the strategy for Bitcoin only. You can use the same strategy for all the top coins in the Royal Queue. The number one coin will always remain Bitcoin. You can also decide that I want to trade the same strategy on Ethereum also, because Ethereum is number 2 coin, Bitcoin is number 1 coin. Or someone may say that I want to trade on any other third coin, any of your favorite coin. So suppose someone says, I have $300. I want to trade on just 2 coins. You can open 3 coins. you can open 2 coins, or maybe you want to use all the 300 for Bitcoin. Suppose, for example, I want to trade on Bitcoin and I want to trade on Ethereum. The same strategy will work for both of them. So how I can divide my capital? Out of $300, I have invested 150 here and $150 here. Is it clear? After that, so this calculation gives you that 150 is my trading capital for one coin, Ethereum, and one for BTC. So after you have come to this $150 for one coin, what you will do, divide this by 8. Divide this by 8, and thus the result you get will be your first buy. You will put your first buy as what result you will get. Let me take you to the calculator now and show you how you will do it. I'll show you how you do it. So again, starting from the first step, suppose I have $1,000 and I want to use 700 for signals, because signals will give you quick profits within few hours, and you want to use the major portion of your capital for signals. You want to use $300 for this strategy that will keep on running for 1 year or even for more than 1 year. So what you do, divide this by 2 if you want to trade on 2 coins, or you can keep 1 coin or 3 coins. So suppose I want to trade $300 on 2 coins, one for Bitcoin, one for Ethereum.
Please, you are muted. Are you speaking?
Yes, I'm muted. Yeah.
First buy, just type 1 in the chat. If you don't understand, if you haven't understood, I hope you can hear me. If you have understood, type 1. If you haven't understood, type no in the chat. If you haven't understood, type no. If you have understood, type 1. Someone says you are muted. Let me.
You were muted for some minutes, sir.
Okay. I hope you can hear me now. My audio is clear to you. Okay. I got muted for a few seconds because I received some call. So sorry for that. I hope you can understood. You have now understood. You
No,
have now
I didn't
understood.
understand. I didn't understand. But can you use $100 for example?
Sorry. Can you repeat?
If you can use $100 as an example instead of the 1,000.
Yes. You can decide how much capital you want to use for one coin. You can use $100. You can use $200, $150, $300. Any size of capital that you have to decide. I'm just giving you an example. Suppose I want to use $300 and I want to trade not one coin but 2 coins, and so I will invest $150 in each coin. So I just gave you an example. Okay, I hope that is clear. So anybody who hasn't understood, kindly start with 1 before going into BTC or Ethereum. Okay. So let me repeat this because this is very important. Maybe you couldn't follow me. Whatever is your total capital, you have to decide how much capital you want to use for trading on this strategy. Suppose someone says, I want to use $300 on this strategy. Let me take you some other examples. Suppose someone says, I want to trade $500 on this BTC cycle strategy. How many coins you want to trade, that you have to decide. Suppose someone says, I want to trade on 3 coins. So this is my capital for 1 coin. Divided by 3, you get your capital for 1 coin. So $166 you will use for Bitcoin, and another $166 you will use for Ethereum, and another 166 for any other coin that you want to trade, right? So that can be of your choice. So suppose I want to trade on BTC with $166. What I will do now, I will take round figure of 166, divide this by 8. Divide this by 8. You will get 20.75. This is your first buy. Whatever you get here, this is your first buy. This is your first buy. I hope this is clear now. You can take 20.75 or you can take a round figure of $20. Suppose I want to trade with $20. How much capital I have to use? If my first buy is 20, multiplied this by 8, I should have a capital of $160. Suppose someone was asking, I want to trade with $100, divide this by 8, your first buy will be 12.5. Okay. Even if you have $100, you can trade. Your first buy should be 12.5. But don't go below $100, because otherwise your first buy will be less than $12, and that may give you some problem. That may give you some abnormal issues in Royal Queue. So that is the minimum recommended capital, or $12 or $15. So divide your capital for one coin by 8. That is your first buy. So let me take another example. I want to trade with $160. I want to trade on $160. My first buy should be 20. So this is how I calculated 20. And now I come here. And change this first buy to 20. Is it clear? Is it very easy? Is it easy or hard? I hope now you have understood. So let's go further. So this is how I calculate my first buy. The capital I want to use for one coin divided by 8. Divide this by 8. Whatever you get, put it here. That is your first buy. AI margin call should be open. This should be open. Margin call limit should be 7. That is the strategy. Margin call, 7 margin calls. Okay. So this is the next part. Whole position take profit ratio. You can decide. The minimum you can take is 1.5%. Or you can decide to take 2% or even 3%. Don't go above 3%, because the more you take the profit, the longer you want to wait. So this strategy will run on fully auto mode. So the focus here should be to take small profits, but maximum number of times. You will keep on taking small profits in maximum times in a day or night. So the smallest profit you can take here is 1.5, or you can take it to 2 or 3% also. The whole position take profit callback can be 0.1, or you can change it to 0.01 even. That is up to you. Next thing you will do is buy in callback. This could be minimum. We recommend 0.1. After that, come down. Here you will see the distributed take profit allocation. What is that? How much profit you want to take in the sub-bin mode. Sub-bin mode is after fourth call is bought. After that, every call will be sold separately. So fifth call, sixth call, and sixth call, you can take either 1.3% in each, or you can increase it as the market is dropping more. It gives you a better opportunity to buy at the lower price and sell at a higher price. So either you can make it 1.3 or 1.5, or you can give a different parameters like this. 1.3, sixth call is 1.5, and seventh is 2%. It is up to you. You can make it equal, or you want to change different parameters. So these are the distributed take profit allocation. That means how much profit I want to take in fifth call, sixth call, and seventh call. And in the first 4 call, I want to take this whole position take profit, that is 1.5. This is only from call 1 to call 4. This is call in 1 to 4. Okay, I hope you understand this. And this is from 5th to 7th call, because you have opened 7 call, so it will give you in 7th call. And the supposition take profit callback is minimum is 0.01. That is good. The next thing you will do is strategy period, which we usually use as one shot if we trade on signals, but now things are different. You will trade on cycle, because this we want this trade to keep on running for a long period of time. Say you want to keep this running for 1 year or even 2 years. So keep it on cycle, and this will make this trade as fully auto mode. The last thing you will do is first position. This is the last line in this page. First position drop, here you enter 0.5%. What is this first position drop? This is the drop. It will wait for between the 2 cycles. Once it completes 1 cycle and it is about to start the 2nd cycle, it will wait for 0.5% drop. What is a cycle? What is a cycle? Suppose you buy here and market goes down, you keep on buying the 7th calls, market start to go up, it will keep on selling the 7 calls, it will keep on selling the margin calls in sub-bin mode, and then it will enter in the whole warehouse mode, and it will sell all the assets, all the group assets. It will sell all the calls at 1.5%, and this is where the position amount is gone to 0. So this is the end of cycle 1. Again, it will buy again to start the cycle 2. But before that, it will wait for this price to come down by 0.5%. After it has sold all the margin calls, your position amount is 0. Your position quantity is 0. It will start the 2nd cycle. Usually, if you don't give a drop here, if you don't give any drop here, it will buy at the same price it has sold. Suppose it has sold here, it will buy at the same price. But what we want it to do, we want it to come down by 0.5%, and then it will start the 2nd cycle. I hope this is good. So this is the first position drop. Don't forget to make it 0.5% here. I hope this page is clear now. You can take a screenshot if you want to save it in your RoyalQ application later on. Just save the screenshot here, and
Sorry,
this is the
I'm
bottom
having
part.
a question here. I'm having a question here.
Okay, I will request that you can hold for some time, and let me finish the session. After that, I will be answering all your questions.
Okay, it's okay.
Is that okay? So because that will help me complete the session in time, and then I will wait for all of your questions and I will answer. So I hope you have now understood this page of strategy settings, how you calculate your first buy, and then 7 margin calls, how much profit you want to take in first 4 calls, then how much in the sub-bin mode, and the strategy period should be cycle, and the first position drop should be 0.5%. So if you have saved this page, then let's go to the second page. Second page, where you decide your margin configuration. That is the most important thing. How much drop you want to take in each call, and how much times you want to buy, how much portion of your capital you want to invest in each margin call. So here you will see we have 7 margin calls. These are the 7 margin calls. And the easiest way to make a multiple buy-in ratio, just put a 1 in each. This is very easy. You will be buying 1 time in each margin calls. So that is why now you know why I divided my capital by 8. Because I will be buying 7 margin calls plus the first buy that is bought before the first margin call. So 7 plus the first buy makes it 8. That is why I divided my capital by 8, because I will be buying 8 times of this first buy. So these are the 7 margin calls, but how much drop I want to take, that is the important thing. How much drop I want to take, that is the important thing. So how much drop between each margin calls? So the total margin call drop should be as much as 10% in these 7 margin calls. Out of this 10%, I will take 4% in the first 4 margin calls. I will take 4% drop in the first 4 margin calls, and the remaining 6% I will take in the sub-bin mode, that is 5th call to 7th call. So either you can decide to take 1% each, or you can do it like this, that like this 0.5, then 1%, then 1%, then the 4th call 1.5. The total comes to 4%. Total comes to 4% here. After that, I will increase because I want to cover at least 10% drop, and I will take 2% drop in the each call in sub-bin mode. So 4% above and 6% below makes it a total drop of 10%. Don't take less than 10% drop, even if you see that market is going in bull run. That is the minimum drop you should always take, 10% or even more. You can, if you fear more, if you don't want to take a risk, you can take from 10% to 20%. That is up to you. You can divide your drop in all these 7 margin calls, but 10% is recommended. You can even take 12%, 15%, or even 20%. That is up to you. So I hope you have now saved these settings. Total 10% drop. So what we are telling the robot to do, when you have bought the first buy, suppose it is $20 of first buy, wait for the market to fall by 0.5%, then buy again one time. One time of what? Of my first buy. One time of first buy is again $20. Again, market goes down by 1%, go and buy again $20 for me. Again, market goes down by 1%, go and buy $20 for me, and so on. And so on. So what it will do, it will buy every time each margin calls by $20, and once it reaches the 5th call, it will again buy 20%, again 2% drop, again 20%, again 2% drop, again $20. But here it will give you in the advantage of sub-bin mode. That is the best way to trade. Why? Because each call will be bought and sold separately. It will not wait for the whole warehouse mode. It will come down and buy more. It will come down and buy more. But when it goes up, it will sell these $20 for profit. And again, it goes up, it will sell this $20 for a profit. But the market may go up and down anytime. Again, it goes down, it will buy again. Again, it goes down, it will buy again, and keep on buying and selling these 3 margin calls for unlimited time. Unlimited time. It can buy and sell these margin calls, even one of these margin calls, for 100 times in a day, or even 1000 times in a day. It will keep on buying and selling in sub-bin mode, and give you profit every time the market fluctuates. Every time market goes down, it will buy again. It goes up, it sell again. Again, market falls down, it buy again. So this is the best way to trade in sub-bin mode. And once market goes up, it will sell all these calls, the 4 call plus the first buy in one group. That is called whole warehouse mode. It will sell all the asset in one go. But once it has sold all the assets, it will again start the cycle and again buy and keep on trading. Once it has sold all the margin calls, it will sell all of your asset for profit and again start a next cycle after waiting for this first position drop of 0.5%. Understood how to trade on BTC cycle strategy. Once you have done this, let me give you an example on a different coin, because my BTC coin is already trading. So let me give you an example of Ethereum. So this is Ethereum. This is Ethereum. And what is my goal? What is my goal? The price of Ethereum is today is 3,500. And the highest price in the previous bull run, that was in 2021, the highest price was at 4,868. This was the previous all-time high. And this time we are expecting it to break this very soon, and the price will go up. It can go to $5,000 or even to $10,000. That can be your goal. So suppose I want to trade till $5,000 is achieved. What I will do, I will start today, go to Martingale strategy bot, create the strategy, go to trade settings, and go to choose the strategy setting. Once you have saved your strategy in my strategy setting, you don't need to fill all these parameters again. Just go to this choose a strategy button and click on the strategy that you want to choose. So this is my BTC cycle strategy. I will want to use $20 for each call. So total will be $160. It depends on your capital. If you have a capital of $1,600, you can keep it $200. If you have a capital of $800 divided by 8, that will give you $100 as your first buy. Suppose I want to trade with $800, my first buy will be how much? It will be $100. Suppose I want to trade with $400, my first buy can be $50. So it depends on your capital. And suppose I have saved it to $20. That is my first buy. All the settings I have done. Let me check the margin configuration. This has been changed according to my strategy. I will make it sure and save it, make it sure, and come to this page. Before I start the activate button, the last thing you will do is come here on strategy mode and change this from this mode. It will be showing this way, whole warehouse mode. Change it from sub-bin mode, real-time settlement. Change the strategy mode to sub-bin mode, real-time settlement. This will help the robot to trade in sub-bin mode and give you profit every time it sells one margin calls. It will keep on buying and selling and give you profit unlimited time in a day. Make it sure and then click the activate button and create. This is the last step. You will create and this will start. I hope this is clear now. This is clear now. And once you have achieved your goal, suppose you want to start at 3,500 and your goal is to trade till it reaches $5,000. Once the current price reaches $5,000, your goal is achieved. The next thing you want to do, you want to stop this trade and end the cycle here. End the cycle, click on this one shot. Click on this one shot after you have achieved the cycle. Click on this one shot. This will change this cycle. This cycle you see here, it will change this cycle to one shot. You see, this is changed to one shot now. Once you have changed this to one shot, it will complete the cycle and it will not buy again. It will buy and sell and then stop the trade. Your goal is achieved. You have now achieved your goal and you want to end the trade. That is how you click on one shot. And my part is over now. You can, if you have understood, type understood, or if you want to ask anything, now you are free to ask. I will suggest that you type your answer in the chat. I will read it and answer for you. If you have anything to say, uh, you
Hello.
can type your question in the chat.
Yeah, I'm here having a question.
Okay, sir. Okay. Yes.
Yeah, I was like asking that can I set when I'm planning my plan, can I set like a Bitcoin for like 2 hours to be in 2 hours?
I didn't
Oh,
understood what you mean by 2 hours.
you said that actually like Bitcoin, but it goes on expanding. Actually, at like in 21 to 24 like that. So I was like
Mhm.
asking that, can I set it in 2 hours so that I can see that the movement of it in 2 hours?
Okay. I think you are asking about the chart time period of the chart. Like
Yeah.
I showed you in 4 hours. That is up to you. That does not affect your strategy. That is just to analyze the chart. You can open your chart in 1 hour or 2 hours or even 30 minutes or even 15 minutes, or you can go as high as 1 week or 1 day or even 1 month. That is up to you. That does not affect the trading. That is just to see the movement of the prices in that particular time period of the chart. That has nothing to do with the trading. That is just for analysis. I hope you understand.
Yeah, I understand there.
Thank you,
That
Coach
is,
Manish.
yes, sir.
Thank you so much for the training.
You're welcome, sir.
Yes, my query is I've been holding some coins in Binance, Bitcoin.
Okay.
Is it possible also to trade with Royal Q when I'm holding in Binance, or it is impossible? Thank you.
Yes, you can trade with your USDT, whatever you have USDT in your Binance exchange. You
Okay.
only need your capital in form of USDT. You don't need your capital in form of BTC. So whatever you have already bought and holding in form of BTC, that is your
Okay.
asset. That is your
Okay.
asset. You cannot
Okay.
trade on that BTC, but you can buy more BTC using your USDT capital in Royal Q.
Okay. So I can do trading in with Royal Q, BTC, USDT, then at the same time hold assets in Binance, my exchange.
Whatever you have, whatever you have bought before, that is your asset. You can hold it for as long as you want. But that BTC
Okay.
will not be used for trading in Royal Q because Royal Q only requires your capital in USDT. So if you want
Okay.
to sell your BTC that you can sell today and it will be converted to USDT, then you can start trading again. If you don't have any more USDT, you can sell your BTC for USDT. It will be sold
Okay.
at the current price and you will get your USDT. Then you can start again a new trade in Royal Q. But I will never advise you to sell your BTC because you may have bought that BTC at a lower price. So I will
Okay.
never advise you to sell your BTC today because we see that Bitcoin is going to a new height. It may go
Yes.
to $100,000 very soon in a few months. So
Yes.
wait for that, and then you can decide to sell.
Okay. Thank you so much, Coach.
Well, you're welcome.
Hello.
Yes, yes, sir.
Yeah, my
Ready.
question is about the speaker. So I'm like, how can I
I'm sorry, I
get
cannot
it?
hear you properly. I cannot hear you properly. Your voice is weak.
Okay,
Can you
like my
speak
question.
louder, or you can write in the chat? You can write in
Hello.
chat. Or,
Hello.
please, I will request don't unmute all of you. All of you don't unmute together. Just let the one person speak, and then after that.
No. My question.
If you can write in chat, that will be better. I will read all your questions and I will try to answer them. Because everybody cannot speak in the same time, so I will request just type your question in the chat. so that I can answer all of them.
What the questions are there already, please?
Okay, so please unmute all of you. You can write in the chat. I'm starting to answer the questions in the chat. Starting
Okay.
from below, I see a question. What is the percentage of margin call drop? I gave you a total 10% drop is recommended in 7 margin calls. You can take 10% to 20%. That is up to you. And how you divide it, you can distribute each call with a small margin call drop that you have seen already in my when I shared my screen. Can you trade the cycle mode and switch off margin calls and AI margin call? You can switch your AI margin call on or off. That is your decision. If you want to use the advantage of AI margin call, you can switch it on. It will give you a better price to buy. But if you don't want it, you can switch the AI margin call off. But you cannot buy if you switch off the margin calls. Don't switch off the margin calls, otherwise it will not buy for you. Just keep the margin calls, buy margin call option open. It should be on. AI margin call, that is the second button, that is optional. You can keep it on or off according to your wish. Someone is saying, please go back to distribution and take profit allocation. Okay, let me share my screen again. Someone may have missed that. Okay, let me share the screen. And this works the distributed take profit allocation. So you saw that we are trading on 7 margin calls. These are the 7 margin calls. And out of that, 5th, 6th, and 7th is in the sub-bin mode. And you can take different profits in each margin call. You can make it an increasing way. You see, this is an increasing manner, because I believe that the market, the more the market drops, the better is the opportunity to take more profit. So you can make it 1.3 in each call or 1.5 in each call, or you can make it in an increasing way. I hope this is clear now.
No.
Okay. Let me take some more questions. Does this mean that my profit can't reflect in my Binance exchange before my goal of trading BTC up to 100,000 is hit, and regardless of the period it takes even? No. I told you that every time it will sell, it will give you the profit, and it will be reflected in your Royal Queue also, and it will be available in your Binance only. You can take that profit and use it in for some other trade, or you want to withdraw, you can withdraw it. This will only require the same capital that you decided once you have started. The profit is for you. You can withdraw every profit, or even you want to compound it, you can use the same profit inside the same trade. If you want to compound, you can keep on reinvesting it. It is for you. It will show you the profit in Royal Q revenue details and also in your exchange. So don't worry about that. Abuka is asking, good morning, boss. If my capital is $200, will I use 7 margin call? Or yes, you can use $200 and you can open 7 margin calls. Divide your 200 by 8. That will be your first buy. This is going to be show on the same page of daily income page. Yes, it will show daily income in the revenue details. Can you stop a trade if you are interested to trade another one? Yes, you can stop it anytime you want. It is up to you. You can either you can, if you want to stop, just change the cycle mode to one shot. It will wait for the profit and it will sell. After that, it will not start again. What of the preset price? Preset price is not required here because we are taking 0.5% of the drop. I showed you here. Let me show it again. When you are in this page, this is the first position drop. This will act same as the preset price. The first position drop, you will keep 0.5. This will act like a preset price. This will act like a preset price because this will be the preset price every time one cycle is completed and the next cycle is going to start. So this will act like a preset price. Let me take some questions. The previous question. Okay. Can you stop a trade if you are interested to trade another one? Yes, you can stop anytime you want. Either you can convert it to one shot or you want to stop as it is. You don't want to complete it, just hit the pause button. Just click on pause and it will stop. You can open any other trade. But if you want to sell it, then you have to wait for it for come in profit and you can change it to one shot. I want to use my exchanger to invest in BTC, sir, that you can buy in your exchange BTC at the current price and keep it with you, hold it for a long period of time. That is called holding. We are talking about trading, and what you want to do is holding. Holding is different from trading. If you are trading, that means you want to take profit every day. You will keep on buying and selling every time the market goes up and down. That will give you higher profit than as compared to holding. Please talk about distribution. I've already showed that. How can we calculate the price of BTC held at any point? The price we are talking about is the current price. We are trading at the current price of BTC. You don't need to calculate any time because you are just buying and selling at the current price. How can you help me to invest in BTC using my exchanger? Sir, I can help you only in Royal Q. If you want to trade manually, that is your expertise, your skill. Because we are trading using Royal Q only. What is the percentage? I already told you. Can you trade the cycle mode and the switch off margin call and AI? I told you that already. What if I don't put on AI margin call? That is okay if you don't want to use AI margin call. It will just keep on buying at the target price, the trigger price that you have put in the margin call drop. It will buy at the same price. It will not wait for the market to go down. So under this strategy, you will have to keep both AI margin call. Yes, both should be on. That is recommended. What is difference between sub-bin mode and sub-bin real-time mode? See, if you are using sub-bin real-time mode, that is the third option that let me show it again. Once you come back here and you click on this strategy mode, here are the three options. And we are trading in sub-bin mode, so we are using either this one or this one. If we are trading for more than 4 calls. If we are trading in just 4 call, we can use whole warehouse mode. After 4th call, we enter into sub-bin mode, 5th call onwards. So what is the difference between this? If you choose this one, sub-bin real time, it will give you the profit inside the revenue detail. It will be reflected in the Royal Q revenue detail page. It will show you the profit in each time it has sold, and the profit will be available for withdrawal in your exchange also. You can withdraw it or you can use it in any other trade, whatever you want to do. It is for you. But if you want to compound, this is the idea behind compounding. This is something different. If you want to compound your capital, so for compounding, what you want to do, you want to reinvest your profit inside the same trade. You don't want to withdraw your profit. That is entirely your decision. You want to withdraw or not. If you want to compound, you can use this sub-bin mode only, this one, the middle one. This will help you to compound your profit, compound your capital. That means your profit, whatever in each call, whatever profit you make, it will be added to your capital. It will be reinvested in the same trade and added to the capital. This will help you to compound your capital. You can start with a small capital and you can keep on compounding. You say that I don't want to withdraw my profit out of this trade. I want to reinvest my profit inside the same trade. So this way you are compounding your capital. You are using the profit to add to your capital. So this will help you to reach to a higher capital size if you want to compound your profit. So I hope this is clear. Someone is talking, someone here. Okay, some people are talking, I think. Let me mute all. So if you have any questions, you can ask any other question you want to ask, or if you want to talk to me, you can ask me to unmute. Please, where can
Hello?
I rewatch this live from? Someone wants to rewatch this training. This is streamed live on YouTube. You can go to Crypto Ambassadors YouTube channel and go to the live section. This is streamed live on YouTube, and you can even watch the previous trainings there. My last training was on last Wednesday. You can also watch there, or this one will be available in YouTube. I had a Royal Q account linked with Binance and another with Hobby, and I stopped trading when coins were down. Now that the coins have come up, where I log in my account, I cannot find my floating trades. See, if your account was not activated, if you had not renewed your account, then your previous trades will not be shown. If your account was renewed every time, it was not deactivated, then you can have the previous trades with you. So I think in your case, you have not renewed the annual subscription fees of Royal Q in time. So that means that you have decided that you don't want to continue. Then your previous trades will not be shown. You can renew today, and you can start fresh trades. But don't worry about the previous trades. It will not sell your trades without your permission. Your whatever you have bought before in the previous time, you will see that all your assets are in your Binance and your Huobi, whichever exchange you have traded. It will be there in your exchange. You can sell them manually if you have them in profit. The buy-in callback cannot be higher or equal to call margin call drop. Yes, definitely, because this is something that you can understand. That is a point of common sense that if you give a margin call drop of 0.5%, that means you want the robot to buy when the price goes down by 0.5%. And if you keep the callback higher than or equal to 0.5, that means you are waiting for the price to go up and then it will buy. So it should be always less than the margin call drop. Only then it will be useful. So just check your margin call drop and the margin call drop. It should be the call drop should be less than what your call drop is. The callback should be less than the call drop. How will I get invitation to code for Royal Q? Just contact the person who have invited you. I will request don't send your invitations here because someone may have invited this person. Someone may know this person. So I will suggest whoever have invited you, whoever have shared this Zoom link with you and invited you to this presentation, go and contact them, and he will also share with you the invitation code for Royal Q. He will share and help you. He will also help you to activate Royal Q. So don't go for any other person who's sending you these invitation code. Just go back to the same person who have invited you. That is the best way. The buy-in callback is confusing. It is simple. It should be less than the margin call drop. The recommended is 0.01 or either 0.1. Don't be confused. Just keep it, the callback, keep it 0.1. That is sufficient. Coach, how can I get access to your signal group? We have different signal groups in every team. You can contact your senior, your upline. who have help you activate the Royal Queue. You can ask them to add you to their signal group. Everybody is getting the signals in our team from their respected seniors. In case I'm ready to start Bitcoin trading, in case of any challenge, how can it be helped? Your senior will help you every time, and we are doing these trainings every day. You can just contact your upline. They will send you the next Zoom link. Every day we are having 2 to 3 trainings. You can just attend the trainings and keep on learning. That will be sufficient for you to gain knowledge in Bitcoin. It does not need to add on my first buy strategy if I use compound. No, you don't need to keep on changing your first buy, because this is a fully automated way. This is not like signals. This is not one shot. This is on cycle mode. This is fully automated strategy. So you do not need to change your first buy every time it has sold, because you are just compounding. You can, if you want to compound, you can use the sub-bin mode, the middle one, strategy mode, the sub-bin mode. That will help you to compound the capital. Otherwise, just keep it running on cycle mode. Kindly take about trading altcoins. Kindly talk about trading altcoins. Is it wise to buy all of them? I cannot advise you to buy all the altcoins, because there are even more than 350 different altcoins available on Royal Queue right now. So you cannot believe that every coin is going up or down, but you can only follow the signals that we are providing, because our experts are analyzing the market every day and sending you different signals. You can just follow these signals. These are the best coins to buy at this present time. If you have knowledge about market analysis, chart analysis, you can decide your own coin that you want to buy. Are you people ready to give help in case I'm stuck somewhere? Yes, definitely. Your senior and the team, that he belongs to in Crypto Ambassador, they will be helping you if you are stuck somewhere. You can contact your senior. I don't know who is your senior. They will definitely help you. Can we use one bot with many exchanges? Yes, you can use one bot with 6 exchanges all together at the same time with the same fees. Royal Q just take $120 and it gives you an option to trade on 6 different exchanges. Out of them, whichever exchange you have, you can trade at the same time with the same Royal Q. Can I trade without setting a target? Yes, definitely. I just gave you an example. Suppose your target is $100,000, or maybe you have a higher target. It is up to you how much target you want. That is only meant for when you want to close the trade. You don't put your target in the strategy anywhere. You saw that we didn't put any target here. We just started the cycle strategy, and it will keep on running for endless period of time. So it will not stop unless you want it to stop. So whatever is your target, suppose you want to keep on trading till Bitcoin goes to $1 million. That may take another 1 or 2 years. So you want to trade on the same strategy. You don't want to stop the trade. Just keep it running on cycle mode. Once you have decided that I want to get out of this trade, just change the cycle mode to one shot mode. It will wait for the profit and sell and will not start again. How to set highest first price? I showed you I think 2 or 3 times that it can be 0.5%, the highest first price drop. You cannot put a price there, because we don't know how much price will be at that moment of time, but you can put a drop of 0.5%. That is the best way you can use a drop. Can I trade BTC in Royal Q as I'm holding it on Binance? I've already answered you. I have one question. When I use 15 for 7 margins, the amount will be 105. Yes, but if I want to make it more capital, how can I stop it? You can change your first buy. If you want to increase your capital in a later time, you can increase your first buy. After that, it will buy the next margin call in the multiple of first buy. So actually, if you are opening 7 margin calls, your capital is 120, not 105. Because don't forget that it will start with the first buy and then buy 7 margin calls. The total time it will buy is 8 times. If you open 7 margin calls, it will buy 8 times. So add one more, and it will require $120 if your first buy is 15. Suppose I have enough capital, can I use the double up or it's strictly Fibonacci? Yes, you have enough capital. You are free to use any of your strategy that you want. You can use Fibonacci strategy, you can use double up or +1, whichever you want, you can use. I just gave you an example of minimum capital required strategy, that is 1 time each. If you have sufficient capital, you can use your strategy. Can I trade both BTC and Ethereum in cycle mode? Yes, definitely you can trade all these coins in the same strategy, but this strategy that I shared today is only meant for the top coins. You cannot expect this to work on altcoins, on any other altcoins, because we don't know what is the future of that coin. But we are sure that Bitcoin or Ethereum or the top 10 coins that you see in any exchange or website, you can see these are old coins and they have a large market cap and they are trusted ones, and you can expect them to cross the previous all-time high and create a new all-time high. So you can choose between the top 10 coins, any coin you want. That should be a good coin that you want to trade on a cycle mode. Do we get BTC signals? I think you are asking about BTC signals. We don't send BTC signals. We send signals for altcoins that are going up and down every day. Are there any trainings in future trade in LoyalQ? Yes, definitely. You can ask your senior about the futures training. Usually we recommend to trade in spot market because spot market is a zero risk market. You don't lose any money, you don't lose any asset in spot market. That is the best market for you to trade. If you want to trade in futures, that is your decision. If you have knowledge and guidance about future, you can decide to trade in futures also, but that is a risky market. You have to take a risk. Your asset can go to liquidation, and that may be you will be losing your asset if you make a mistake. What is the disadvantage of trading without margin call using the BTC cycle strategy? If you are not trading without margin calls, if you are trading without margin calls, you will be missing the drop in the prices, the opportunity to buy at a lower price. That can be only done if you are opening margin calls. You will be just buying all your amount with your at the current price, and you will be waiting for the price to go up. So market is not our friend. We don't control the market. It can go up, it can go down, but you need to be prepared for the both sides of the market. If you are preparing just for the upside, that you will be making a loss, because a market may go down, but you should open some margin calls, at least 7 or maybe 4, whatever you want to use. Then only you take the benefit of buying at a lower price. What's altcoin? Altcoin is not altcoin, it is altcoin. Altcoins, we see that all the other coins that are not BTC. BTC is one coin, and all other coins in the market, they are called altcoins. So I hope you understood. Anything else you want to ask, you can ask. I see that I have already answered all of you. If something is remaining, that you can ask in the respective groups you have been added by your seniors, or you can wait for the next session. You can attend our next session. and ask your questions there also. Thank you, all of you. I hope I have made some good understanding and knowledge for all of you, and you have learned about the BTC cycle strategy, how important it is to start trading on BTC right now, and what is the biggest advantage, biggest opportunity of a lifetime that is coming in a few days, that is Bitcoin halving. Don't miss this opportunity. If you haven't started yet, start trading in Royal Q using this strategy. You will be trading along the bull run and making the best profits in the coming days. Thank you so much, all of you. And thank you, Leader Julius, for giving me this opportunity. Every Wednesday, you give me this opportunity to share my knowledge.
I don't know what you're doing in the room.
Okay. So anybody, I hope everybody is now answered, and we can close the session. I hope we have done this training, and we can close the session. And see you in the next session next time, and in the next training. Till then, happy trading to all of you. I wish you all the best. You make the best of this knowledge, and see you next time. Till then, happy trading.